Amigos, what's up? Welcome back to our channel, Atrocities Upon Cities, where today you're going to be seeing us working on this nice French drain. Do it yourself. You're going to be able to do different things out here and push the irrigation up. So let's get right to it and show you what it looked like before. It was a total mess. You can see the water there saturated, and you can see that the grass was about 2-3 inches on top of the cement. So we made make sure that we went down 12 inches and 12 inches across, so we can make sure that everything's going to make sense by the time that we get to the end. You guys can see what we bring. We bring all of our tools that we're going to need, and we're going to be doing the trench first. We're going to be taking out the first 8 inches with the shovel, whatever comes out, so we can make sure that we progress pretty fast. We're pretty scared to see what we're going to find right there. I know we're going to find irrigation, but we'll see what else we can find. And you know, from judging by broken parts, you can tell there's going to be quite a couple things that we're going to find. But there you have it. We're already 8 inches down. We're doing great. And the first problem came up. There's more irrigation than we thought. This is an area here that looks like they just added to it, and then you can see this small area here of the irrigation pipe. It has 2 sprinklers and a third one on the corner. We'll start opening all that area too to see what we can get. You can see all the system there. That's where all the valves go, and we're just going to continue to open to see, so we can make sure we push this up 10 inches, the irrigation. That'll be one of the most important steps. But you'll continue to dig out here and make sure you expose that PVC line so you can work with it better and get those sprinklers changed or fixed or cleaned out so they can look better. But we'll continue and progressing on what it looks like, and you can see all those areas. We'll show you a little more once it's more open. Alright fellas, you can see I already brought the rock on the left 3/4 inch, and we're going to be exposing this area a little more. You guys can see we have the left side open. We're going to make the adjustment that we need to make sure that it works well. You guys can see it was like an addition before, and we fill everything up. It's just a mess there, so I took it out, and we're going to be able to push it over and just go ahead and keep cleaning on that trench. Bring it down about 4 more inches. We're about 8 to 10, so we're going to need 2 to 4 more inches depending on what area. You guys can see I just broke it off and put it up to the top, so we can keep making sure that we use whatever areas we need. We're going to keep progressing and seeing what it comes out to, fellas. Alright, you guys can see the army of tools that I bring, and all the scallops are already there. The bricks that we're going to use, the brick scallops is what they're called. You guys can see this area of PVC right here. I had cut it. We're going to bring in the right couplings that we need to make sure that it works and it gets glued right. You guys can see as we kept exposing the line out here, everything looked perfect. There was a drain there previously, so we're going to make sure we put a cap by the end, and we're going to keep bringing it up. We're going to keep showing you what it looks like. It's already at 12 by 12, 12 down, 12 across, and that's what it takes out here, amigos. You guys are going to see how nice the irrigation turned out. I put a little pieces of PVC to hold the height up there, since it's supposed to be at 8 inches and we got 12, so we had a few little inches that we put back, and then we're going to start filling it up with rocks. We're going to show you one of the steps that it takes to make sure that your French drain is working right. You're going to need a soil separator and a lot of PVC parts to make sure that you turn it all these areas here. We have a lot of irrigation videos that you're welcome to if you have any issues with it. If not, you guys can see right there the soil separator, the cloth is there, and all the rock is here. So we're going to show you the next step on what it takes to get this done. Amigos, what's up? There you have it. You know, everything looks good. You guys know, like I told you, we're getting ready for the soil separator, but we have an area out here where we needed to add that sprinkler and cap it. It was the area that, you know, there's a sprinkler in the corner, and now we're gonna have rock there, so we need to move that sprinkler up. Very simple. We did a couple cuts and then we put it back, so everything looks good. Now we're for sure ready for the soil separator, and since I'm by myself out here, I used a couple of the bricks to make sure everything looks good. Alright fellas, there you have it. Nice and simple. I put the soil separator there. It was kind of windy, and that's why I had the bricks there waiting. So I'm just going to go by and quickly shovel some of the rocks in there. I'm going to shovel 8 to maybe 6 inches, and then I'm going to wrap it up like a burrito. That's another step that you're gonna need to make sure you do out here. Very important. After you do everything, you're gonna walk by, take the bricks off, and wrap everything like a burrito right there. It ripped in some area where the sprinkler was at, but everything else is good. After I do the burrito, I come back around and put the paper again. I make sure that I roll it on top twice, 3 times, depending on how much we need. They give us 100 feet. This area was about 40, so I used it twice and a little more. And you'll see at the end I had about 10-20 feet to still use. So we'll we'll keep progressing on this, fellas, and you see the cloth sounds good. You guys wrap it up right there, and then I'm just gonna come by and wrap it back all the way around and put rock again to fill it up. You gotta separate the drain area versus the planter area. Two differences of rock, one strictly for the drain and the other one strictly for the planter. Like that, the owner was having a couple questions if the dirt's gonna push back. It's not gonna be able to push back because that's why it has the soil separator. It'll keep everything separated, and once the dirt pushes, it'll be about 10-20 years, like I told him. Of course, if you know we get heavy rains and different things, everything's gonna go back to the way it was, and we'll have to reopen it and do it again. Just clean it out and keep it going, you know. So you guys can see how nice the brick scallops are looking out here, and everything's coming out making sense. So thanks for everybody watching. You guys just fill it up. It was a nice do it yourself drain. Everything looked good. I'll take you back to the end result of what it looked like. There you guys go, fellas. It's looking great. Everything came out perfect. So we're gonna take you to another video of a quick little drain that we did also. This is a straight shot down, and then we're gonna take you there. So let's get to it. Amigos, what's up? Welcome back. I told you guys we would come right back to another little drain system that we're building here. You guys can see the condensation of the water coming out from the AC here, so we got to make sure that we fix it for them. We're going to make a big hole right here. It's about 3 feet down, and we're going to fill it up with rock and then fill the whole area with rock again to make sure that all the water sits through and doesn't allow grass to grow anymore and the bugs to mess up his AC anymore, anything like that. It's going to help with all the bugs that he wants them to go away. So that's what you do, fellas. You guys can see the rock out here. Everything came out perfect. We're gonna throw some rock in there. We're gonna do what we do, always wrap the soil separator so it stays blocked instead of putting a pipe or anything like that. The soil separator breaks pretty good. You guys can tell how we have it. We simply just fill it up with rock and then cross it back and forth as we progress putting rock so it can have a couple layers on there, and then you have an end result. You guys don't remember the hole, you can't even see it, but it's full of rocks. Now when the water comes, it's gonna go straight there, so everything works out great. Thanks for everybody watching this great little drains that we did. You guys we have a couple cleanups coming up, so we appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe and tell all your friends. AUC Amigos.